Game 1.
For these two teams, 2 rounds down, 2 to go. The battle for the Eastern Conference continues. Game 1 of the conference finals. Alongside Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy, this is Kevin Harlan. David Aldridge will be joining us from the sideline. So with Drexler sitting on the bench, here's the 5 for Doc Rivers right now. They've got Abdul-Jabbar. Garnett is out there with James. Then there's Wade. And it's Booker in at the 1. And for the Bulls, Nowitzki is out there with Shaquille O'Neal. Then there's Anthony Edwards. Then it's Curry. And it's Irving at the small forward position. Taking a look at Chicago. Fresh and rested after sweeping their last series in the conference semifinals. Greg, can they continue with that momentum?
Well, Kevin, every series is different. And the time off could affect their rhythm or create rust. But the expectation is that they'll pretty swiftly pick up where they left off.
And so the Milwaukee Bucks get the first points of the ballgame. Here's Curry. The rebound by Garnett. And so it's Garnett who brings up the ball for the Bucks. It's a 3-point game. O'Neal with the steal. Curry against LeBron. Now here's Curry. Tight defense on him. Shot clock at 6. Here's O'Neal. Puts the fadeaway right on the money.
How about Shaq with the mid-range there, showing a willingness to step out and expand his game.
LeBron outside. Back to Booker. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist.
Well, the defense can't lose track of him. He's just too talented offensively.
Curry against Booker. Pass to Nowitzki. Down low. Here's Shaq. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Shaq's got his second basket of the night.
And so hard to cover Shaq effectively inside. He just powers through you.
LeBron with it. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. He'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
How about 3 or 4 from the floor to start? That's always a good sign.
The Bucks shooting their first free throw attempt on the night.
The feel LeBron has for the game, unreal. Whatever situation he finds himself in, he always seems to have an answer.
Now here's Curry. It's hauled in by LeBron.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
And it's Wade penetrating. Yep, it counts. Wade's got 5 now.
Well, you can't start the game much better than this. 4 of 5 from the field.
There's a peek at the 2K leaderboard with the list of the top rebounders in this year's playoffs. Look at O'Neal, 3rd in rebounding, and what a physical presence inside. And, of course, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Those two have been really aggressive in the paint so far this postseason. They provided the kind of rebounding you need in this atmosphere.
Curry, that's good.
Curry is just lethal from outside.
Now, here's Wade. 5 points in the game. Here's James. No good with the wing jumper.
And that is the exact type of opportunity.
Out of the rafters, he punches it in.
Are you kidding me?
Oh, he's putting on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game. And great camera work showing up on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Now here's Booker. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Booker's got his second basket.
And you know, defenses try to get physical with Booker, and now he's used to that. He just plays through the contact.
Edwards against Wade. Pass to Nowitzki. Chicago needs to get off a shot here. Here's Edwards. Rebounded by Abdul-Jabbar.
That wasn't a bad shot. Defense playing a little loose there. Sometimes it just doesn't go in.
Garnett, and it's slammed in by Garnett.
And the arms of Garnett go on forever, and that length makes him a problem on the offensive glass.
Outside Irving. Nowitzki against Garnett. O'Neal a screen on Garnett. Here's Nowitzki. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's on Kevin Garnett.
What confidence from Nowitzki, managing to get his shot off while still drawing contact.
Chicago making some changes. Brownie's checked in for Irving. And it's Payton in for Edwards. Morning's checked in for the Bucks. Robertson comes in for Booker. Now here's LeBron. Garnett with the screen for LeBron. Misses the three.
You can tell he's forcing things a bit at the moment. He's been trying to get it going, but this hasn't been his quarter.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
What you appreciate most about Curry is his confidence, especially when it comes to how far he can connect from.
So for the Bulls, Sabonis comes in for O'Neal, and it's Edwards in for Payton. And then for Milwaukee, Abdul-Jabbar is checked in for Mourning. Weber comes in for Garnett. That's Thompson in for LeBron. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
I like seeing Wade challenge the defense on the attack, forcing the issue there and drawing the foul.
And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for Milwaukee.
Well, the way they've been attacking inside is phenomenal. Consistently getting high percentage looks, and that's what great offenses are all about.
And also have to bring up their passing game. They've been moving the ball with great precision so far and creating great looks for their teammates.
Now here's Edwards. Nothing on the board.
I mean, come on. That's a shot you expect him to make.
Payton against Weber. Just away. Robertson with it. The Bucks working the ball around. Weber can't hit.
Suffocating defense to keep the layup from falling.
Payton against Robertson. Here's Nowitzki. That's good. And it's Payton with the assist.
A mid-range specialist. All Nowitzki needs is a little wiggle room, and he's going to let it go.
Robertson kicks to Wade. Robertson a screen on Edwards. Pass to Weber. Over Nowitzki. Weber hits the bucket.
Assist from Wade.
Payton outside. 1 second left. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And that concludes a back-and-forth, high-scoring first quarter of... And here we go. Heading back to the action here in the Eastern Conference Final. And look what we've seen from Milwaukee. What do you think, guys?
Way to set the table. Offensively, they dominated on the interior.
Well, if they're going to be that ferocious inside, this defense is in for a long night.
So with Nowitzki sitting on the bench, here's the group that Billy Donovan has on the floor. Rodman is out there with Jaylen Brown. Then it's Gary Payton. Then it's Sabonis. And it's Edwards in at the shooting guard position.
And if they know what's good for them, that's the way they'll defend against him every time he takes the ball in the three-point line.
Thompson passes to Robertson. Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. And Kareem throws it down.
And not much you can do defensively once Kareem gets the ball in that close. Too much height, too much talent.
Payton inside, covered by Robertson. Good on that shot. With that, the Bucks' lead is cut down to 3 on the bucket from Payton. Robertson against Payton. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. And the dunk by Abdul-Jabbar.
The knee just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
Well, that's too easy. As he says, let me add to my highlight reel.
Oh, here's Edwards. Scoreless thus far.
Well, it doesn't matter where he is on the court. If Edwards likes a look, he's going to take it.
Payton against Robertson. Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. Now Thompson. Back to Abdul-Jabbar. Just 4 to shoot. Over Sabonis. Rodman grabs the rebound. And so Payton will bring it up for the Bulls. Trailing by 2. And here is Rodman. Rodman with a screen on Thompson. Drexler against Edwards. Over Drexler. Edwards can't hit. The Bucks have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Here's Thompson. And a great assist by Drexler as that one goes in. And the Bucks lead by 4. And Billy Donovan decides to call timeout. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group. Nowitzki's checked in for Sabonis. Irving comes in for Dennis Rodman. Tracy McGrady's checked in for Brown. And Curry subbed in for Gary Payton. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Morning's checked in for Weber. James comes in for Klay Thompson. Wade, he's checked in for Clyde Drexler. And it's Booker in for Robertson. Edwards finds Curry. And the Bulls with another miss.
And the great shooters know when they got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
And the awareness on display there. Wade has a great understanding of when to be in attack mode and when to facilitate.
Nowitzki outside. And another miss by Chicago. Bucks leading by 6. James, the pass to Morning. Good. Morning's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Finding a little rhythm here that they have to like where they're at.
Yeah, you're seeing their offense in a flow. Now it's time for their defense to turn up the heat a little more.
For 3, Edwards. The Bulls with another miss.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Up there for Wade. It's stolen by Edwards. Irving kicks to Curry. And the 3 off target.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Here's LeBron, and James throws it down.
Yeah, the vertical's still there. LeBron's athleticism never ceases to amaze.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And stolen by Morning. James finds Booker. And it's Chicago with the rebound. 1:31 left to play in the first half. Here's Irving. No good. And they can't put an end to this drought. Wade dishes to Abdul-Jabbar. And here's James outside. That falls. Nice feed that time from Dwayne Wade. Wade's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. And the Bulls making a change here. O'Neal's checked in. And Milwaukee with a change here too. Garnett's checked in. Here's Curry with the 3. Everything's within Curry's range.
And in getting that 3 to go, he snaps an 11-0 run by the Bucks.
Garnett outside. Here's Wade. And it's sent back by O'Neal.
And the aggressiveness on display here from O'Neal. Terrific at turning shots away with that size. And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope. His only concern right now is getting the points on the board. I don't mean style points. Garnett the pass to Wade. And here is LeBron. Not that time. It's off. He's 3 for 7. 6-second difference between shot and game clock. Shaq down low. He's against Garnett. Edwards with confidence.
Nice little run here to shrink that deficit, but can they get over the hump?
Well, with all the momentum they built up, I don't see this run stopping anytime soon.
Here's James. Gets the 14-footer to fall. LeBron's got 10 points in the game.
Well, maybe the defense thinks they can live with that, but he's pretty consistent from that mid-range area.
And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
One big reason they're up, they're controlling the glass, both boxing out and crashing in.
Yeah, you could tell rebounding was a...
Checking out the And that concludes halftime. Now...
And we're ready to get back into the action here in game one. Let's see what this quarter has in store for us. You look at James, what a contribution.
And, you know, I don't think he'll top the assist charts this year, but early on he's done a great job of keeping the ball hopping around.
Yeah, and I'm a little surprised, but he's been focused on passing the ball. You got to give him credit.
So with Thompson sitting on the bench, here's the 5 for Doc Rivers right now. We got James. Abdul-Jabbar is out there with Garnett. Then there's Devin Booker. And it's Wade in at the shooting guard. And it goes out of bounds. That one's off Abdul-Jabbar. And now let's give you a look at the players who have stood out at taking high percentage shots in the playoffs. And you look at Shaquille O'Neal, leading the league in field goal percentage. He always gets good looks. And, of course, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
And they've both been extremely hot from the floor. Great timing on their part to get it going in the postseason.
Nowitzki, the pass to O'Neal. Milwaukee with the rebound. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Booker against Curry. And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a three-point play. Going to the line for one.
And love how fearless Booker can be. Even the foul doesn't deter him from finishing off his business.
Bulls trail by 8. Curry passes to O'Neal. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And sometimes the D has no choice but to foul O'Neal. He's that dominant.
This is his first free throw of the game. And he can't hit the second. Milwaukee leading by 7. Garnett outside. James looking around. And James throws it down hard.
And what an explosive finisher LeBron is, rocking the rim whenever he goes up like that.
Awesome display of athleticism captured by our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Booker against Curry. Nowitzki outside. And again, Chicago, no good. Bucks have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Edwards against LeBron.
Well, when Edwards is pulling out pump fakes, it's borderline unfair.
Bulls shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here. Free throw good, Edwards.
1 for 2, Anthony Edwards.
So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. Milwaukee in the lead. And here's Garnett. Pass to James. And it's off from three-point range. Bulls have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Out of bounds, Milwaukee takes possession. And Doc Rivers has called a timeout. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Garnett outside. Back to Booker. Popped up there for Wade. And it's Wade with the jam.
The bounce is real from Wade. Wow.
Bulls trail by 10. Curry with it. Now guarded by Booker. Nowitzki outside. Puts up a three. Rebounded by the Bucks. Abdul-Jabbar's got his 7th rebound here tonight.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
LeBron can't get it to go. Chicago has gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Here's Irving. Kevin Garnett grabs the miss. Garnett's got his 6th rebound on the night. From deep, James. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Nowitzki's got 4 rebounds in this game.
Well, so far in the second half, he hasn't been able to get another 3 to fall.
And finished off by O'Neal.
And this is why Shaq's teammates lob it up to him. They trust him to finish that alley-oop.
Booker outside. Nowitzki with the rebound. And so Curry will bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. 8-point game. And O'Neal gets it to go.
It's a tall challenge trying to contain Shaq, especially when he's operating close to the basket.
James kicks to Booker. Booker taking the hit.
A little artistry in the painted area, converting against the size.
Yeah, he didn't let the defense affect him there. He just kept his focus.
Tracy McGrady's checked in for Irving. Thompson, he's checked in for the Bucks. Outside, Edwards. Back to Curry. And the layup falls. And that's 12 points for Stephen Curry.
On the offensive end, Curry both prolific and efficient.
Wade kicks to Abdul-Jabbar. Inside, here's LeBron. Oh, LeBron's just too strong inside.
Yeah, he's in such a great rhythm right now. Makes sense to get him the ball any way you can.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession.
McGrady with the ball. He's picked up by James. And Nowitzki slams it in.
Love when Nowitzki finishes with the dunk, showing some outstanding lift on that one.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Milwaukee.
Well, they've clearly been focused on getting the ball inside. And up to this point, the defense has not had an answer.
And also, they are working the opposition from the mid-range, continuing to fire away with confidence from there, and really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
Payton against Robertson. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's on Anthony Edwards.
You're talking about one of the most decorated superstars in the history of college basketball, but maybe the most impressive feat. He won 3 national championships, and Kareem has a way of affecting winning.
Weber, he's checked in for the Bucks. Sabonis sets the pick for McGrady. He's looking for Sabonis and finds him. Basket good.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Robertson against Payton. Thompson looking for an opening. 6 to shoot. Weber a screen. Milwaukee, no good that time either. And a great show through 3 quarters as we enter the 4th. Who will carry the day? Now let's hear what head coach Billy Donovan was reviewing with his...
Keep guarding now. We're doing a much better job.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the 4th quarter could have even more action in store for us. So with Curry sitting on the bench, here's the group that Billy Donovan has on the floor. They've got Gary Payton. Dennis Rodman is out there with Nowitzki. Then there's Irving. And it's McGrady in at the 2-guard spot. Booker against Payton. Tracy McGrady on the wing. Let's go. And it's Mourning with the rebound. Mourning's got his 4th rebound in this one.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboards.
What a difference a half can make. As much as he struggled in the first 2 quarters, he certainly made up for it with his play in the second half.
And stolen by Mourning. To the paint. Stolen by Rodman. And here we go. Fast break. Payton's got it. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
Bumping, battling down low. Gary Payton is more uncomfortable in those situations.
Sabonis, he's checked in for Chicago. The Bucks also with the sub. Ware's checked in. Bucks leading by 8. Outside, Drexler. Pass to Booker. Here's the lob to the hoop. And stolen by Nowitzki. McGrady against Booker. McGrady outside. From the stripe. Rebound, Milwaukee. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Pass to Drexler. Wade on the wing, covered by Irving. Irving against Wade. No good on that one.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
There's no air space there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul.
Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Outside, Drexler. The shot's good on the assist by Wade. Wade's got 5 assists tonight.
Yeah, that was a terrific pass from Wade. You knew he could find people, and that could separate him in this league.
Sabonis' screen on Booker.
Second team foul.
First free throw is good.
A super vocal guy, constantly talking up a storm, always trying to get into the heads of the opposition.
Catching up on the changes for Chicago. O'Neal comes in for Sabonis. And Anthony Edwards subbed in for Tracy McGrady. Chicago making a switch here. Curry's checked in.
Number 30, Stephen Curry.
Bulls trail by 10. Outside, Edwards. Pass to Nowitzki. It's rebounded by Booker.
And they've controlled the boards, and that's a big reason why they're controlling the lead.
Here's Garnett. Now here's Abdul-Jabbar. And another shot. It's blocked by Shaq. Edwards against Wade. Edwards loves it in there.
Well, I love when guys like Edwards work inside. Don't settle for jumpers. Get a solid look close to the rim.
Irving with it. He's picked up by James. Inside. Abdul-Jabbar with the steal. Here's Garnett. And it's slammed in by Garnett.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
Yeah, and getting out in transition allows for some easy points before that defense is fully set.
Edwards inside. Wade is covering. Milwaukee with the rebound. Abdul-Jabbar's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Garnett the pass to James. Finish inside by LeBron.
And so deft with the floater. LeBron's got so many tricks up his sleeve.
Edwards against Wade. Outside Edwards. Poked away. It's stolen by Wade. Pass to Booker. Now Abdul-Jabbar. Down low. Here's James. Dirk Nowitzki with the rebound. And so it's Irving. He brings it up for the Chicago Bulls. Down by 12.
Man, if ever there were a way to kick off the NBA Conference Finals, this is it. Going to be a table-setting victory here in Game 1 for the Bucks.
I think the attitude was very impressive. Definitely a competitive game, and they fought through it each step of the way.
Absolutely. They put on a tremendous performance in terms of the effort and intensity. This was a well-deserved win.
And they open these conference finals with a forceful performance to take the early lead in the series.
Yeah, they talked about sending a message here in Game 1, and no doubt about it, they delivered that message loud and clear. It's obvious who has the upper hand going forward in this series.
And something we've come to almost expect is greatness from this guy. Such an overall great performance it was for LeBron.
Well, as a coach, it's so fun to watch a player dominate the game offensively like he did in this one.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Robertson against McGrady. Oh, tried to dunk it home, but drew the foul, and it'll go to the line. It's on Alonzo Mourning.
Yeah, meeting the defense with power. McGrady holds nothing back and finishes in motion.
And McGrady drops them both. 11 seconds left in the game. So no problem for Milwaukee as they get the win. A pretty good feeling right now for them to be out in front like this in the series.
You know, Kevin, momentum is so critical, and you know they'll want to ride this wave into Game 2.
And so this one is in the books. We hope you've enjoyed being with us for the Eastern Conference Finals. For Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for being with us tonight on 2K Sports.
some big time. The starters for the Golden State Warriors. They've got Luka Doncic, and it's Chamberlain in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for the Mavericks, Johnson is out there with Donovan Mitchell. Then there's Nikola Jokic, and it's Olajuwon in at the center position. If you look at the Mavericks, it took a major effort for them to advance out of the conference semis. How much of an effect does that have on a team?
Well, you want to conserve energy as much as possible in the early rounds. They really weren't able to do that. Here's where the home fans need to rise up and give their guys the jolt of adrenaline they need.
Jordan with the bucket.
Well, you see how Giannis scans the floor. It's actually easy at his size, involving his guys and showing his ability to pick the defense apart.
Here's Olajuwon. Outside Mitchell. Puts it up. Jump shot is good that time.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You need to see him give up in that situation.
Now here's Doncic. And the 3 off target. Pass to Johnson. Inside, Olajuwon. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. Dallas shooting their first free throws of this game. And that one misses. And the second free throw is good. And now just over a minute played here in the first. Let's send it to Allie LaForce, who caught up with head coach Jason Kidd. Allie?
We discussed the challenges a player like Giannis Antetokounmpo presents for his defense, and coach responded saying he's a handful for sure. I told our guys to make sure we seal up any lanes to the basket and just try to make him beat us with his jumper. It won't be easy, but coach feels like they'll be able to make it a little more difficult for Giannis. Guys?
Thank you for that, Allie.
And even though he couldn't send the shot back at him, he certainly altered it.
Yeah, that's the kind of energy that you want to see on every possession throughout the game.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
Well, he's going to just keep going now. That's early confidence for him.
Now here's Mitchell. Pass to Bird. Launches a 3. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
And that's exactly how tightly you have to guard him every time he steps to the arc. He's just that good.
Antetokounmpo, pass to Doncic. Rejected by Jokic.
With instincts from Jokic, saw that play develop and got right to the spot.
From 20 feet, Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the board.
His touch from mid-range, that's almost always good. That won't shake his confidence.
To the middle. Baseline J. Chamberlain, no good. Mavericks trail by 3. Outside Johnson. Down low. Outside for Mitchell. Buries it from 3. Mitchell's got 5 points.
Mitchell has everything, including that three-point shot.
Pass to Pippen. Back to Doncic. Here's Pippen. Let's go with a 3. Sends it home from three-point land.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth, showing real confidence at the arc.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
Here's Olajuwon. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. And let's take a look at the players leading the way in assists here in the postseason. 4th, Nikola Jokic.
I really admire how he seeks out his teammates. His selfless attitude and desire to get his guys going is what makes him such a valuable player.
So both teams making some changes here. That one falls, so he hits both of them. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in this first quarter. Jordan against Mitchell. Jordan with a screen on Mitchell. Inside. It's stolen. On the wing, Mitchell. Over Jordan. Dallas, no good that time either.
Analytics already don't favor the mid-range jumper, let alone against exceptional defense. heady play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Warriors?
Well, we're in the era of the three-point basket. So if you want to win games in this league, you have to connect from deep, and they have been thus far.
So much good energy and flow tonight, and that has really come out of great ball movement. Guys have been open, and as soon as they are, they get the ball.
Here's Olajuwon. Oh, nice finish from the low block. That one's good. He's got 5.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout here. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. Here's Anthony. It's rebounded by Olajuwon.
That's the only kind of defense that's going to cut the mustard here tonight. You got to stay on top of a guy like that who can play at such a high level offensively.
Here's Mitchell. And the go-ahead bucket, no good.
He's so good at getting to the rim. Maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he'd lay it straight up and in.
He's getting his first free throw attempt for the night now. First free throw is good.
Melo's still bringing the passion to the floor no matter what's going on around. He's still going to be a gamer.
Pippen, he's checked in for Doncic. Here's Arenas to the wing on the left. And he's going for the lob. And out of bounds. The Warriors will take it. And we've got 1:18 left in the first. And here's Anthony. Back to Jordan. 3 shots, 3 baskets. Great efficiency so far.
Now, there's some easy offense there. Keep finding looks in that area, and their shooting percentages tonight are going to be off the charts.
Now here's Mitchell. He's got 5. Picked it out of midair. And the Warriors pushing it up now. The 17-footer. And there's Jordan on the assist by Anthony. Jordan's got 12 points in the game.
And he's carried them this quarter. A dominant offensive stretch.
Here's Bird. He's guarded by Anthony. He takes it in. Bird, that's good.
Now that's how you draw it up right there. A screen to shed the defense. A quick move to the bucket. And you get the lay-in.
6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Jordan misses. Mavericks trail by 5. Pass to Mitchell. Over to the wing. 1 second left. No good on the buzzer beater. And we've reached the end of the first quarter. Warriors ahead. They're up by 5. Let's take a quick break, and then it's on. And time for us to get back into it here in Game 1. And what do you guys think about the Warriors here in this one?
Well, it seems like they went in looking to do damage from long range, and they faced little resistance.
Pretty prime example here of how to space the floor and do it correctly. When you do it, it's the kind of thing that happens.
On the floor for the Warriors, they've got Rudy Gobert, and it's Pippen in at the 2. Here's Anthony. Money from 17 feet out.
Well, occasionally Carmelo will do just that. Great handle there. Can't forget about that if you're a defender.
Here's Arenas. Still no points. Bird, that's good.
And he's going to punish you if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open 3 when he's got it.
Pippen, pass to Gobert. To the inside. Boom! He jams it straight down.
Such confidence as a passer. He hits guys in stride. It makes it look easy.
Mavericks trail by 6. To the left side wing. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Pass to Arenas. 5 on the clock. Here's Robinson. It's blocked by Gobert.
Well, Rudy loves erasing shots. Every chance he gets, he'll take a swipe at you.
And here are the Warriors now. Anthony outside. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Melo can play big down there in the paint, so using his size that time to draw the contact.
And Anthony drops them both. And we've got a timeout from Jason Kidd. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far. Here's Arenas. Outside Butler. Antetokounmpo with the block.
No chance. Giannis, too much length.
Here's Pierce. Oh, steps back and drains the jumper. And the Warriors lead by 8.
They've been the more poised team tonight, and the score reflects that.
Yeah, just really pouring it on right now, trying to take away the opposition's motivation to keep competing in this one.
Puts it up from 12. Again, the miss by Dallas.
Well, that's a shot they want just about on every possession if they can get it. He doesn't make them all, but still very much a high percentage look.
For Dallas, they've gotten 2 of 5 shots to fall this second quarter. Butler surveying the floor. Back to Mitchell. Jokic screen for 3. Rebounded by Pippen.
Well, that's not a shot he's ever going to pass up, and he shouldn't. Despite the miss, no defender anywhere near him. He's got to shoot that one.
Mavericks trail by 8 to the paint. Now here's Butler. Yet to see a basket. In the paint. Jokic going off.
Jokic being assertive now on the inside. He can move anybody around.
The Warriors have got 3 of 6 shots to go here in the second quarter. Oh, there's the alley. And slam dunk by Jordan.
Woo! I just love that alley-oop slam, B.A.
Defense disorganized. Defense pays. Outside Butler. Here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. Bird passes to Jokic. Oh, he misses the dunk. The Warriors lead by 8. Pass to Jordan. Launches it. That's basket number 6 in 8 tries.
Oh, man, this would be a different ball game if they didn't have this type of scoring to rely on.
Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
And it's Bird missing. Golden State has gone 4 of 6 from three-point range thus far. Jordan misses. And here's Mitchell. He'll bring it up for the Mavericks. Here's Jokic. That one's good. Mitchell making the play. Jokic just got his second bucket of the night.
And Jokic is a very efficient mid-range shooter. He'll take advantage of you there.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. So it's both teams making substitutions here. And real quick, let's check out the field goal percentage leaders in the postseason. The 4th spot held by Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Since we started the playoffs, he's been totally locked in offensively, taking and making some good looks.
So it's the Warriors now. Jordan, the pass to Gobert. A minute 29 left to play in the first half. Pass to Doncic. 6 on the shot clock. Lets a floater go. Count it. And that shot gets him in the books. He's 1 for 3.
And they found a nice flow offensively here in the second period.
Johnson passes to Robinson. Jordan against Mitchell. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Going beyond mere stats, Mitchell breathes life into this offense. His energy lifts everyone around him.
So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe. The Warriors lead by 10. Pass to Chamberlain. Here's Pippen. Fires the three. Second chance effort. Chamberlain, no good.
That's pretty much the only way to keep him from taking advantage of you down low. You got to play tough, physical defense.
Mitchell, the pass to Jokic. It's tipped. Shot and game clock separated by 5. And there's the lob. And slam dunk by Jordan.
Great teamwork and great timing.
Oh, spectacular play. Doncic against Johnson. Out left to the wing. Here's Olajuwon. The shot no good. And the first half now in the books. The Warriors on top. They lead by 12. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow on 2K Sports.
I can't see what they're trying to do offensively. Maybe with a little more patience, that shooting percentage will tick upwards.
Yeah, we saw several. Looking at the series. Thanks, as always, for watching. Let's head back to Brian Anderson and crew for the start of the second half.
This stadium is rocking right now as we return to the Western Conference Finals. The Warriors lead by 12. They've got Nikola Jokic. Johnson is out there with Mitchell. And it's Olajuwon in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. Doncic against Johnson. 6 to shoot. Doncic right side. Shoots over Johnson. Doncic, no good. Dallas is shooting 36% for the game. Not great. Jokic passes to Johnson. Misses the baby hook. Golden State has got 4 of 7 threes to go so far in this game. Low block shot. Antetokounmpo. The shot off that time. Great D that time from Jokic. Mitchell against Jordan. Pass to Bird. Now here's Jokic. Mitchell with the ball. Covered by Jordan. Mitchell, the pass to Bird. He shoots. Chamberlain pulls it in. Chamberlain's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Pippen. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo. And that one goes in. Antetokounmpo's got 3 assists tonight. 90 seconds into the second half now. Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
And we've got a timeout from Jason Kidd. He wants to review the game plan. Mitchell, the pass to Olajuwon. And here's Mitchell. Jokic with a screen on Jordan. Inside. Oh, got a piece of it. And stolen by Antetokounmpo. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. On the night, he's 2 for 2 at the strike. That free throw no good. He hits the second from the line. Mavericks trail by 15. Johnson passes to Olajuwon. 2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Here's Bird. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
Oh, he really fought for that one. Battling through contact to complete the play.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
At the line for Dallas, Larry Bird. One shot.
And the Warriors with possession here. Since the second half started, they've only given up 3 points. Back to Doncic. And the rebound goes to Dallas. Olajuwon's got 5 rebounds in the game.
The third quarter has not started well, just 1 of 4.
Basket counts. Olajuwon's got 7 points.
Well, Jokic is the passing big man. The assist he racks up from this position are something else.
Back to Antetokounmpo. To the middle. Here's Jordan. Good. And Antetokounmpo gets the assist. Antetokounmpo's got 4 assists in the game. Pass to Jokic. Here's Mitchell. Covered by Jordan. Mitchell at close range. Effortless.
He's always a threat to bury a catch-and-shoot jumper. Mitchell doesn't waste time.
Releases from 15. And he buries that one. Back rim and in. And the Warriors lead by 12.
And he's going to nail these if you give him the space. That's just soft D.
The defense also looking defeated. The lack of hustle is driving the coaching staff a little bit batty right now.
And here's the fast break. Here's Doncic. And it's Bird with a rebound.
They've been able to have some team success in this game despite what's been an awful shooting night for them.
From deep, Mitchell. Can't hit that one.
Well, the D really getting away with one there. No one on him. And that's going to be good 9 out of 10 times.
Pass to Antetokounmpo. Doncic feeling it out a bit. 5 to shoot. Doncic throwing his weight around.
Oh, my. Tight defense, but Doncic just muscles it in.
And so Jason Kidd calls for the timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. And the Warriors making a change here. Anthony's checked in. And here now a list of the players who have had the hottest hand in the playoffs. Fourth, Nikola Jokic.
Perfect time to take it to another level offensively. He's really carried them at that end.
Outside Mitchell. Pass to Olajuwon. 16 feet out. And that one's good. Nice job on the glass as they picked up 2 on the second effort.
He seems to be in the right place at the right time more often than anybody that's on the court here tonight. We see that pay off.
Shot on the wing. Anthony with a bucket. Anthony's got 8 points.
And Melo operating in the mid-range, he does such a great job of finding open areas out there where he knows he can dominate.
Oh, it's stolen by Jordan. And slam dunk by Jordan.
Filthy. I mean, just the arena is stunned.
He's got a deep bag of tricks to dig into. Oh, a great look there. Brought to you by the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Johnson against Doncic. Here's Malone. Still without a bucket. Over Anthony. Malone can't get it to go. The Warriors lead by 16. Here's Jordan. And the rebound goes to Dallas. Bird's got 4 rebounds now. Pass to Mitchell. We've got 33 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Olajuwon. And the layup is good off the glass. 11 points in the game.
He's been terrific tonight, and with a little help from the other guys on the floor, they might be able to turn this game around.
Now Jordan.
Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul.
This is his third trip to the free throw line in this game. He throws good. Jordan. And so he hits both.
That's what he does. Rock solid at the line.
Mavericks trail by 16. Here's Arenas. To the right side. Here's Jokic. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. They'll pin that one on DeAndre Jordan.
The officials were right on top of that one.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And he sinks the second. And so it's the Golden State Warriors liking their chances, ending the quarter with a 15-point lead. How about the way they've attacked the paint? Steve Kerr with some words for his players.
Hey, we've been really solid. Everybody.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. On the floor for the Warriors, Giannis Antetokounmpo is out there with DeAndre Jordan, and it's Jordan in at the two-guard position.
And that's easy pickings right there. Leave someone that wide open, and Mitchell's not going to miss them.
And slam dunk by Jordan.
And the lead increases on a crazy offensive sequence.
Man, the dunk alone would have been incredible, let alone the fact that it came off a pinpoint pass.
Warriors foul. Jerry West. First personal foul. First team foul.
Outside Robinson. Pass to Jokic. Back to Robinson.
Always seems to be a secondary thought process for the shooter when Giannis is in the area. Definitely throwing some shots off right now.
18 feet out. Over to the left wing. Fires the three. They get it back. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. All right, guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Warriors.
These guys have incredible stamina based on how they've been running the floor, using speedy transition play to get fast break points.
They've been fantastic tonight, really enforcing giveaways and getting scores on the other end. I mean, you get a few more possessions like that, your confidence grows, you win that turnover battle.
Jimmy Butler's checked in for the Mavericks.
Man, good whistle there.
First personal foul.
And he knocks down the first one. That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
They're finding a rhythm from the line as they try to cut into this deficit.
Anthony against Butler. There's a screen by Anthony. Pass to Jordan. And here is Antetokounmpo. Shoots over Robinson. Shot's good by Antetokounmpo. And the Warriors lead by 15.
They're going old school out there now, working the mid-range part of the floor.
And so Jason Kidd calls for the timeout. He's looking to make some very important adjustments here. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Jason Kidd had some words for his team over the break. He questioned his team's effort, asking them, should I put in the bench right now? Wake up, guys. We can still win this game, but I need you all to play like you believe you can. Not exactly a fun huddle to listen on, guys.
All right, Allie, thanks once again.
They've had a slight leg up on the boards and a big leg up on the scoreboard.
Can't allow that much separation, even as the pass is coming his way. Try and crowd Carmelo as best you can.
Pass to Jokic. Down low, Olajuwon. It doesn't go for him. Good D by Antetokounmpo. The Warriors lead by 18. Here's Anthony. Up and in on the layup. Anthony's got 5 points now in the quarter.
They've been very well-rounded and extremely focused.
Coaching staff probably most proud of the effort of this team on both ends of the floor here tonight.
Here's Olajuwon. Antetokounmpo covering. To stop the run. Olajuwon can't get it to go. Golden State has gotten 5 of their 9 attempts from deep to go. Antetokounmpo, the pass to Jordan. Oh, Jokic with the block. Here's the floater. And there's Mitchell on the assist by Butler.
What a creative finish by Mitchell. You need the floater as a top scoring guard.
Timeout. And Steve Kerr calls timeout here, looking to get everyone dialed in and engaged. And now let's present our New Balance Player of the Game.
This is special. We are witnessing a legendary performance here tonight. He is like levels above everyone else on the floor. Something must have clicked for him in warm-ups tonight. He's just come out and he has run wild.
Man, he was really impressive in that win, setting the tone right from the start, taking this one by storm. Outside Johnson. Jokic with a screen on Doncic. Johnson finds Jokic. And Jokic throws it down.
Oh, Jokic attacking the rim and brings it down hard.
Doncic passes to Jordan.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
And he drops the first. And he makes both free throws. And so it's Johnson with it. He brings it up for the Dallas Mavericks. It's an 18-point game. Olajuwon passes to Jokic. Mitchell with the ball. Jordan picks him up. Chamberlain pulls it in. Chamberlain's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Pass to Pippen. Here's Chamberlain. It's deflected. Now Johnson. Minute 32 left in the fourth. Now Jokic, covered by Jordan. There's the three. Gets the 3 ball to go.
And they got to be happy with how they are starting off these conference finals. A tone-setting win for the Warriors.
They paid the price for sloppy ball control before, but tonight they kept it locked up tight.
Yeah, they did. And at the other end, they were very disruptive defensively.
And so they start the conference finals off on the right foot with an important win.
They wanted to set the tone for the rest of the series here tonight, and mission accomplished. They get to move forward with all the momentum on their side.
To the inside. And it's thrown down hard with both hands. Golden State has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Here's Pippen. And here's Doncic outside. He's off on that one. 40 seconds left in the fourth. Outside Johnson. Pass to Mitchell. Takes the 3. That shot off. Some solid defense from Jordan. Antetokounmpo outside. And the jam by Antetokounmpo.
They really came in with the right mindset today. I can guarantee you their flight home will be filled with some smiles.
Yeah, when you step into an opposing team's arena and you can play with this type of composure, boy, that food tastes good on the way out of town.
So Golden State takes this one, and by a big margin. And it always takes a lot of pressure off a team when they get the win in Game 1.
It's the most important game of the series. They've shown they know how to beat this team. The formula's in place. Now they just have to stick with it.
Allie, thank you as always. That concludes this broadcast of the Western Conference Finals.
Hi again. Thanks for joining us for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. So with Thompson sitting on the bench, here's the five for Doc Rivers right now. Garnett is out there with James. Then there's Devin Booker. Then it's Kareem. And it's Wade in at the 2 guard. And for Chicago, Stephen Curry's out there with Edwards. Then it's O'Neal. Then it's Tracy McGrady. And it's Nowitzki in at the 4. Take a look at the Bulls. After losing game 1 here on their home court, Greg, I sense an air of desperation.
No doubt. You have to treat this like a Game 7. You can't afford to head out on the road down 2-0. Early as it may be, they already find themselves in a must-win situation.
Now, Booker after the missed 3 from Stephen Curry. Wade outside. And here's James outside. And Shaq pulls it down.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
To the middle. Here's Edwards. It doesn't go for him. LeBron with some nice D. And so James will bring it up for Milwaukee. Curry with the steal. And here we go. Fast break. Curry's got it for the finish. And the dunk by O'Neal.
This is how dominant Shaq is inside. Just powering it down whenever he sees the opportunity. I mean, he's all about brute force and finishing.
Now here's LeBron. And he comes up with the deuce.
And I'll bet that's what they talked about before the game, getting the ball inside early.
Edwards against Wade. O'Neal sets the screen for Edwards. Hits the three-point bomb.
Really like what Edwards did there, assertive in the two-man game.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Ulrich. David?
Well, a bit ago, Billy Donovan and I were able to talk. Now, I brought up Devin Booker's name, and he winced a little. He said, can I tell you something? I'm worried about him. Ready to double up on him and fight a good fight, but if it gets hot, we're in trouble. So, I guess it's hope for the best and prepare for the worst, guys.
Okay, David, thanks.
A towering presence on both ends, Abdul-Jabbar is also known for his unblockable and most unique sky hook. Such an impactful, unique big man, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
2 points, that one goes.
Stronger than he looks. Curry able to take the hit there and finish.
Wade passes to Garnett. Over Nowitzki. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Edwards dishes to Curry. Driving in, that one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
Certainly not the biggest guy on the floor, but Curry has plenty of grit and determination behind his drive.
Jaylen Brown's checked in for Edwards. The Bucks also with the sub. Robertson, he's checked in for Devin Booker. Bucks trail by 6. Pass to LeBron. And James throws it down home.
Oh, okay. I guess LeBron wanted that one to sting a little. He put a little extra on that one.
And on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you can see how impressive that move was. Now here's Shaq. Here's Curry, and he drives in, and they will get the basket here, folks, as they rule goaltending.
Good hustle right there. I love that effort. Just a little late in the act.
Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Robertson against Curry. Robertson kicks to Wade. That's good. And Robertson with the assist.
And love the rise and fire approach from Wade, giving the D no time to react.
Nowitzki with the screen on Robertson. Curry can't get it to go. And so James will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. They trail by 3. They won their last one. That was Thursday night.
Mental toughness on the road. The arena was rocking, but they just got down to business and never let up.
Well, you know, it takes character, poise, toughness to win on the road, and that's exactly what they showed last game.
And Garnett, that's good.
Hey, anytime you're guarding Garnett inside, expect a certain level of physicality.
The Bulls have gotten 5 of 10 shots to drop in this game so far. Right at the 50% mark. Back to Curry. Takes the 3. Good on the three-point shot. Curry's got 9.
Well, he's just zoned in. I mean, in most cases, taking quality shots very much within the flow of the offense.
It's Garnett on the wing to the inside. And that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will retain possession. Here's a look at the 2K leaderboard with the list of the best shooters during the postseason. And you look at Shaquille O'Neal, leading the league in field goal percentage. He always gets good looks. And, of course, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, a little bit down the ladder.
And they've both been extremely hot from the floor. Great timing on their part to get it going in the postseason.
Gary Payton, he's checked in for Chicago. And Milwaukee with a change here, too. Warnings checked in for Abdul-Jabbar. And it's good, 2 points.
Garnett very comfortable close to the basket now. He's efficient as a low block scorer.
Now here's Curry. 9 points in the game so far. James against Brown. Outside Curry. 6 on the shot clock. Robertson with the steal. Pass to James. Wade against Payton. Mourning with the screen. Wade can't hit. Now Chicago's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. It's stolen by Wade. The try by James. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
That is the savvy of LeBron on display. Doesn't just convert, but draws the foul and has the chance to tack another one on his point total.
Catching up on the changes for Chicago. Sabonis, he's checked in for Shaq. Rodman comes in for Nowitzki. Irving's checked in for Brown. And Tracy McGrady subbed in for Stephen Curry. Here's Robertson after Julius Irving's basket. James kicks to Thompson. Irving against Weapon. Shot clock at 6. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
Here's McGrady. No good on the last second attempt there. It's all tied in Chicago. We'll take a quick break, then get you back to the action. And glad to have you with us as we get going here in Game 2. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Bulls?
Showing a lot of confidence in their rotation. They went right to that bench when they needed points.
And you know, when the bench is playing such a big role early, that certainly allows the starters to stay fresh throughout the game.
So with Curry sitting on the bench, here's the group that Billy Donovan has on the floor. They've got Domantas Sabonis. Tracy McGrady is out there with Gary Payton. Then it's Rodman. And it's Irving in at the 3 spot. Now, here's Payton. He has yet to score.
Payton doesn't mind a little contact now. Seems to embrace it when he's going in for his shot.
And he's got his first free throw of the game. He's off on the first.
At the line for Chicago.
And he sinks the second. Here's Robertson. And Abdul-Jabbar throws it down.
Nice job getting position that time by Abdul-Jabbar. And once he gets that position, he goes to work.
Outside Irving, over Thompson. Tried to bank it in, but he misses. Milwaukee in the lead. From deep three-point land. Rodman with the rebound.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Throws it up high. Abdul-Jabbar with the steal. Robertson passes to Weber. Rodman with the defensive effort.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A 3-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
Like the size McGrady has inside. Fantastic at kind of angling his body there for the interior shot.
Edwards has come in for Irving. The Bucks also with the sub. Booker's checked in. And here's Booker. Still without a basket. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to be on Gary Payton.
Such an active shooter. Love how Booker gets defenders to try and be physical with him.
The Bulls making a switch here. Irving's checked in. Horning's checked in for the Bucks.
Free throw shooting is about mechanics, confidence, and your mental approach. He's locked in from there most every night.
McGrady against Thompson. A shot by McGrady, no good. Bucks have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Drexler kicks to Booker. Abdul-Jabbar on the wing. Lays it up and banks it in. Abdul-Jabbar's got the lead up to 2 now for the Bucks.
Not too many defenders are blocking Kareem inside. One, he's too big, he's too powerful, and he's too skilled.
Nowitzki's checked in for the Bulls. And Milwaukee also making a switch. Wade's checked in. Now here's Payton. Pass to Nowitzki. McGrady outside. A 3-pointer off the mark.
We know how good a shooter he is. It's frustrating for him when he's not able to knock down that kind of wide open look.
Yep, that one goes in there.
Boy, the strength of Mourning, obvious. They're able to protect the ball through contact and still finish.
Here's Payton. Following the basket by Alonzo Mourning. McGrady kicks to Payton. No good on that one. Good defense by Abdul-Jabbar. Clyde Drexler on the wing. McGrady covering. Bucks passing it around. Drexler with the screen for Booker. Nowitzki with the rebound.
Well, you know, this is what happens. You can't afford to lose concentration even for a nanosecond.
That one falls. McGrady's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Watch out now. When this guy gets into a rhythm, it is something to behold.
Mourning passes to Wade. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. And the shot goes in.
And high effort play from Wade, hunting down the jumper for himself.
Payton kicks to Sabonis. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
All the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
And maybe cause some foul trouble along the way as well. We know what that can do. It pays off typically in good fashion for you.
Brown is checked in for the Bulls. Curry comes in for Gary Payton. Curry against Booker. Curry is inside. Curry always finds a way. This time inside.
Great work inside by Curry there. So clever and composed in the paint.
James looking around. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. It's on Anthony Edwards.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the knee.
Yeah, really left him no choice there. He had the foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
Jeremy Sohan's checked in for Sabonis. The Bucks also with the sub. Ware's checked in. Both free throws good from James.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
One way to protect the lead, knock down those free throws. And 100% free throwing for the quarter, that's superb.
Now here's Curry. 11 points in the game. Fires the three. And Ware pulls it down.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
The battle to a standstill on the boards has really been something to watch. And the game's not over yet. We'll see if one of these teams maintains more energy than the other going down the stretch.
Nowitzki, no good. Bucks leading by 4. Down low, James. James absorbing hits on the drive.
How many times have we seen that? I mean, LeBron going right through and into the defense and finds a way to power through the contact as if he hasn't even been hit.
Back to Curry. Fires from deep. And the three ball is good. Curry's got 5 points now this quarter.
The D just sagged off just enough and no hesitation on his part.
Thompson in the corner. LeBron outside. Shoots from 14. That misses off the backboard.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look. But when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
Now here's Nowitzki. Hasn't made one yet. Brown finds Curry. Curry through traffic. Count it! Oh! And here's James. He'll bring it up for Milwaukee. For the slam dunk. Dirk Nowitzki did not like that.
And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he can. Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
And it's a coach's dream to see the ball whip around the floor like this. They're playing some selfless basketball. It's been a thing of beauty.
Stack. Checking out the circumstance. Thank you for being with us. Now let's send it to Kevin Harlan for the second half tip.
Welcome back to playoff basketball on 2K Sports. This is the Eastern Conference Final. Curry has been sensational.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
So with Drexler sitting on the bench, here's the 5 for Doc Rivers right now. We've got Booker. LeBron James is out there with Garnett. Then there's Wade. And it's Abdul-Jabbar in at the 5 spot.
I love the fact Nowitzki always ready to handle the contact and punishment, especially inside.
Nowitzki hits them both.
Well, he's certainly been on target with the free throws. Such an advantage when your bigs can knock them down from the line.
James outside. No good on the shot. O'Neal with the defensive effort. And here comes McGrady leading the fast break. He drains the quick shot. McGrady's got 7.
And is there any shot T-Mac doesn't have?
Garnett outside. It's stolen by McGrady. And McGrady with a clear path to the hoop. The rebound by the Bucks. James driving. That was a strong toe.
Still possessing incredible athleticism. LeBron James, when he attacks like this, you can almost forget about stopping.
And that last look brought to you by the AT&T 5G Slam King. Curry passes to O'Neal. Outside Edwards. Some nice ball movement here by the Bulls. Pass to O'Neal. 5 on the clock. Rebounded by Abdul-Jabbar. Abdul-Jabbar's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And here is James. Driving to the basket. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. They get Stephen Curry.
Boy, that burst of speed. James may be the fastest guy in the league. And because of his size and speed, he's a force when he turns the jets on.
Both free throws good from James. Bulls trail by 3. And the timeout called here by Billy Donovan. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. Let's take a look at the players who have pulled down the most rebounds during this postseason. And you look at Abdul-Jabbar, 3rd in rebounding, and what a physical presence inside. And, of course, Shaquille O'Neal.
Those two have been really aggressive in the paint so far this postseason. They provided the kind of rebounding you need in this atmosphere.
And stolen by LeBron. LeBron James on the wing. Looks for Garnett. He gets it to him. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Kevin Garnett's teammates trust him to throw it down. That's why they lob it his way with confidence.
Edwards passes to Nowitzki. Curry kicks to McGrady. Over LeBron. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. McGrady's got 4 this quarter.
Well, that was Dirk Nowitzki getting in the way of the defense right there. Well done.
Milwaukee leading by 3. Booker outside. Edwards against Wade. A kick out to Abdul-Jabbar. Knocked loose. Pocket 6. Wade against Edwards. The shot by Wade, no good. Bulls have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Booker against McGrady. Pass to Edwards. The muscle from Edwards.
Boy, how about the strength of Edwards? Confident at taking on defenders and finishing.
Booker against Curry. Booker the pass to LeBron. Garnett with a screen on Curry. To the paint. And Garnett with the slam.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Bulls trail by 3. Outside Curry. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And Curry's really a master at drawing contact. The defense has to be careful when defending.
For Chicago, they have put up good numbers at the charity stripe, converting 6 of 7. The Bulls making a switch here. Irving's checked in. The Bucks also changing it up. Mourning comes in for Abdul-Jabbar, and it's Robertson in for Booker. Pass to James. Fires the 3. That's in, coming off the assist from Robertson. Robertson's got his 5th assist in this one.
2 minutes remaining.
Curry looking around.
2 minutes.
Nowitzki with the screen on Robertson. Here's Curry with the 3. That one doesn't go. And so it's Garnett who brings up the ball for Milwaukee. 4-point game. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
He's a guy that has some fire to him, both on the floor and in the locker room. You know, Mourning is that guy that loves to motivate himself and his teammates.
Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line. Lets the 3 fly. And the Bulls with another miss. Milwaukee leading by 5. Wade with it. Now McGrady defending. And the basket by Wade.
And those pull-up jumpers are going to serve Wade well. He's got great hands, and he doesn't get out of rhythm.
O'Neal kicks to Curry. Inside. Got a piece of it. And stolen by James. Here's Wade. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Shaq's got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's Irving. He can't get that one to fall. LeBron with some nice D. Lob pass to Garnett. And it's out of bounds. The Bucks able to retain possession here.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
You know, fellas, 1 second quicker, and that's going the other way.
Catching up on the changes for Chicago. Sabonis, he's checked in for O'Neal. Rodman comes in for Nowitzki. And it's Payton in for Curry. The Bucks also changing it up. Weber, he's checked in for Garnett. Thompson comes in for James. And it's Drexler in for Robertson. Payton against Wade. Kicks it out to Rodman. McGrady outside. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to go on Clyde Drexler.
Meeting the defense with power, McGrady holds nothing back and finishes in motion.
Edwards, he's checked in for the Bulls. And then for Milwaukee, Hayes, he's checked in for Mourning. And it's Devin Booker in for Klay Thompson. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Hayes with the screen for Wade. Shot clock at 6. Anthony Edwards with the rebound. Fires from way outside. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And so it's Milwaukee bringing the... And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feat.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us. So with Curry sitting on the bench, here's the group Billy Donovan has on the floor. We've got Rodman. Gary Payton is out there with Edwards. Then there's Nowitzki. And it's Brown in at the 3, the small forward. Nowitzki dishes to Edwards. Over Wade. And with that, the Bucks lead is cut down now to just 7 on the bucket from Edwards.
Nice mid-range J from Edwards there. He's obviously not too concerned about what the analytics say about that shot.
Weber with a screen on it. Against Drexler. Back to Weber. Played outside. And then jammed down as it goes right over Anthony Edwards.
And there's the youth. Wade jumping out of the gym.
Nowitzki outside. Pass to Edwards. Nowitzki inside. He's guarded by Mourning. Rejected by Booker. Weber against Rodman. Weber can't hit. Bulls trail by 9. Brown drives in over Drexler. Brown's shot is good.
And Brown really is at his best when he takes it inside. The defense has no idea what to do with it.
Drexler with the screen for Wade. To the middle. And Mourning throws it down.
And he might be small for a center, but boy, can he jump out of the building.
So Chicago going with an almost entirely new grouping. Shaq is checked in for Nowitzki. Green comes in for Rodman. Tracy McGrady's checked in for Jaylen Brown. And Curry subbed in for Gary Payton. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Abdul-Jabbar's checked in for Mourning. Garnett comes in for Weber. LeBron's checked in for Drexler. And it's Robertson in for Dwayne Wade. And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Billy Donovan talking to his team. I asked for one thing, intensity. I said, I need you to crank it up to 11 out there. That's how we turn it around. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. Garnett the pass to Booker. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. McGrady kicks to Curry. O'Neal sets the screen for Curry. The 3-ball from Curry.
It looks easy, effortless. Curry, natural from long range.
McGrady against James. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter.
You know, at the end of the day, size does matter, especially on the glass.
Edwards inside. He's guarded by Booker. Edwards kicks to Curry. It falls for basket number 9 from the field. He's taken 14 shots to get there.
When you need a big bucket, Curry knows exactly how to come through. Clutch.
Dirk Nowitzki, he's checked in for Green. Wade, he's checked in for the Bucks. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
I like seeing Wade challenge the defense on the attack, forcing the issue there and drawing the foul.
Both good from the line that time. And so Curry will bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. From deep three-point land, Curry laser-guided shot from deep range.
This is exactly the kind of unique range that Curry has. I mean, as soon as he crosses half court, you got to get up on it.
And Garnett with the slam.
And how about the communication between teammates on that alley-oop?
And that's what you need to pull that thing off.
Boy, both ends of that play, guys, were fantastic.
Here's Curry. That shot missing. James with some nice D. Booker the pass to Garnett. And it's slammed in by Garnett.
And how about the power there from KG? He can fly with the best of them.
And the shot is good. The Bucks lead has been cut down now to just 5 on the bucket from Curry.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
Abdul-Jabbar with the bucket.
And Abdul-Jabbar has a sweet little mid-range, Jay, now. Can't sleep on that. Got to keep him from finding his rhythm from here.
Curry against Booker. A shot by Curry, no good. Bucks leading by 7. Garnett outside. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. Dirk Nowitzki picks up that.
You know, the length KG has creates problems for defenders, which is why they often foul him inside.
And so he drops them both. It's a 9-point ball game. 1:02 left to play here in the fourth. Curry against Booker. Shaq is screen on Booker. Curry with the bounce pass. And Shaq with the slam.
Curry's got such a great feel and understanding of the game. I mean, he can make a lot happen in the pick and roll.
They're in good position here to ride it out.
Well, certainly. If they just play smart, this game's over.
And it's slammed in by Garnett.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
.35 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Curry. Another one falls for Chicago.
Nice read by Edwards there, finding a wide open teammate and sending the ball his way on target.
Now here's Booker. There's 21 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. And a great assist by Booker as that one goes in.
Well, you got to bring more energy than this. Abdul-Jabbar is not going to be thrown off much by a little contact.
And so the Bucks take the win. And this win puts them squarely in the driver's seat in this series. Up now, Greg, 2-zip with all the momentum on their side.
I mean, in fantastic shape right now. If they can capitalize on this victory and win Game 3, you can just about put this series to bed.
You got it. And so this one is in the books. We hope you've enjoyed being with us for the Eastern Conference Finals. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. And now, our player of the game, Kevin Garnett.
Hello and welcome to the starters for the Golden State Warriors. They've got Giannis Antetokounmpo, and it's Doncic in at the point. And for the Mavericks, they've got Nikola Jokic, Jimmy Butler out there with Mitchell, and it's Robinson in at the four-man position. It'll be the Mavericks off the tip. Taking a look at Dallas. Hey, nobody needs to tell them that they need a bounce back after dropping Game 1.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, losing a Game 1 at home piles on a ton of pressure. But they didn't get this close to the NBA Finals just to turn around and go home. They're going to put everything they have into this game, too.
Here's Chamberlain, and that one is hammered home.
Yeah, a gifted passer. Antetokounmpo has won multiple MVPs for his all-around game.
And here's Mitchell. He'll bring it up for the Mavericks. Pass to Jokic. Back to Mitchell. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
Whatever he lacks in size, Mitchell makes up with craftiness. It allows him to be effective inside.
Antetokounmpo against Robinson. To the paint. Here's Chamberlain. Oh, a great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and a nasty jam.
That is a perfect placement of that dime. Just guided it right to him.
The three from Mitchell. It's hauled in by Luka Doncic. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
A bit ago, Jason Kidd and I were able to chat. He had a sleepless night trying to figure out how to stop Luka Doncic. He said it's rare to see a player force the other 9 players on the floor to play at his pace. It's very methodical. Like a machine, he said Doncic shows no mercy. Brian?
Allie, thank you.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Now here's Jordan. Back to Doncic. Pass to Pippen. That one falls. Great setup by Doncic.
And how great are they playing? 4 for 4 shooting to start this one.
Now Robinson. Outside Butler to the middle. Here's Jokic. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron.
It's almost too easy for Jokic inside. His size and soft touch make short work of the shot.
Antetokounmpo outside. Here's Jordan. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Warriors?
I've really been impressed with how aggressive they've been inside, looking to capitalize from the paint whenever they can.
Yeah, also, you got to appreciate how unselfish they've been. I mean, the ball movement has been impressive, and the assist numbers are off the chart.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. An easy two on the layup.
Yeah, one of the most efficient inside scorers. Giannis just can't be stopped.
And so Jason Kidd calls for the timeout, and we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Anthony's checked in for the Warriors. Here's Arenas. And in the first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Here's Pippen. Here's Anthony. And Anthony slams it in.
They played with fantastic energy from the opening tip.
Yeah, they're in control on both ends of the court, and it's always impressive when you build a double-digit lead in the first quarter.
Now here's Mitchell. Pass to Bird. Can they get it? And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
The game of Mitchell is more about putting up points, but Donovan can dish too.
Anthony outside. First quarter of play, and just over 3.5 minutes in. Ooh, costly foul there. That'll send him to the line for 3 free throws.
You know, not the smartest play a defender can make there.
This is his first trip to the free throw line tonight.
And Doncic is a walking triple-double threat. His versatility and confidence is really special.
And Dallas making a change here. Johnson's checked in, and he nails the third. Mavericks trail by 9. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into this first quarter. Robinson passes to Jokic. Johnson with it. That falls. Nice feed from Jokic.
An elite passer at his position. Jokic just seems to have eyes in the back of his head sometimes.
Doncic outside. Pass to Jordan. The three from Mitchell. And Dallas hits again from deep.
Whether he's initiating the offense or playing off the ball, Mitchell is equally effective.
Now here's Jordan. Defense is right there. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Jordan's got 7 points in the game.
No, he's just ridiculous. He's just an absolute surgeon when he has the ball. This man is surgical. There is no way to slow him down when he wants to score.
Here's Bird. Over Jordan. Outside Johnson. Screen by Robinson. Clock at 6. Intercepted. Here's Anthony. It's hauled in by Nikola Jokic.
Great work by the defense. That's the intensity coaches want to see.
Johnson passes to Bird. Back to Johnson. So both teams changing it up here.
First team foul. Substitution on the court.
43 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. From deep, Mitchell. Oh, he nails that one. 3 for 4 now.
When you shoot hundreds of these shots in gyms by yourself, it will make you automatic just like Mitchell.
Here's West. No points so far. Jordan, the screen. 3 is up. Out to the wing. Fires for 3. Nails it from beyond the arc.
An outstanding first quarter from the field.
Mavericks trail by 6. Here's Arenas. got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Dallas shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line. And he makes the first. Both teams deciding to change it up. He's perfect from the line this time.
And it's a luxury to have a great shooter like him at the line. Very rarely see him miss.
Good scoring in this one as we conclude the first quarter. Warriors ahead. They're up by... And let's get you back to the action as game 2 is getting underway. And what do you guys think about the Warriors here in this one?
Well, their offense is clicking so far, capturing the momentum here early on.
Credit the game plan coming in. They've identified some weaknesses, and they are exploiting them.
On the floor for the Warriors, DeAndre Jordan is out there with Anthony. And it's Pippen in at the 2. Arenas passes to Johnson. Floats one. Warriors with the rebound. They've led by as much as 10. Pass to Anthony. Rebounded by Johnson.
Ooh, old school right there. No easy buckets.
Here's Malone. Here's Olajuwon. Cashes it in from 11 feet. Olajuwon's got his first bucket of the night.
That's about as good of a look as you're going to get. Nice execution.
Here's Anthony. Lays it up and banks it in.
And now, almost all their points coming from the paint.
Mavericks trail by 4. Pass to Arenas. There's the screen by Johnson. This one for 3. And it's Jordan with the rebound.
Ooh, that's a tough break. After poor communication defensively, it leaves him all by himself. I mean, they've been relentless. Just keep getting shots at the rim.
The Mavericks have gone just 1 of 3 to begin the second quarter. And we've got a timeout from Jason Kidd. He's going to talk it over with his guys. During the playoffs, the NBA leaders in shooting from the floor. The 4th spot held by Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Since we started the playoffs, he's been totally locked in offensively, taking and making some good looks.
Now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second. Jordan against Mitchell. Out to the right wing. Here's Arenas. Right side, Butler. Shot clock at 5. Antetokounmpo with the block. The strong finish by Giannis.
Yeah, what a sweet move from Giannis. Just breaking down the defense there.
Arenas passes to Bird. Here's Arenas. There's a screen. Down low. Olajuwon. Oh, and they immediately answer back with a dunk on the other end.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
And that could be the spark they need to make a little run as they try to even this thing out.
Inside. Oh, ferocious from Gobert.
And just so mobile at his size. Once Gobert sets the screen, he rolls hard to the right spot.
Pass to Mitchell. Here's Olajuwon, defended by Gobert. And that one's good.
That scoreless first quarter, that might have woke him up, and he's turned it on here in the second.
Here's West. He's scoreless. Here's Jordan. He can't get it to go. Good work defensively by Mitchell. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Arenas passes to Olajuwon.
No debate there. He got hammered.
Dallas shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
At the line for Dallas, Hakeem Olajuwon taking 2 shots.
can't get the first one. That one misses. The Warriors lead by 6. Here's Jordan. And he breaks it down. He goes right over Nikola Jokic.
Wow, that type of finish is just deflating right now for a team that's trying to make a comeback.
Ouch. That's certainly a big-time finish right there. It was one big exclamation point, or maybe even a question mark. And so Jason Kidd calls for the timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan.
There's just a lot of wide open lanes to the rim here. That'll drive your coach nuts.
Yeah, we can see over here. The coach, he has some choice words for his team. Words we cannot repeat.
Mavericks trail by 9. Outside Johnson. And he's going for the oop here. And an emphatic jam on the lob.
Well, Jokic is the passing big man. The assist he racks up from his position are something else.
Pass to Jordan from deep three-point land. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks.
Yeah, you know, he usually makes you pay from that range.
There's a minute 40 left to play in the first half.
Now, B.A., you know they would love for him to get more of those opportunities.
Well, that would cut into the deficit quickly if he does. Now here's Doncic. Johnson with the defensive effort. Right now, firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, there's a nice flow to this offense right now.
Mitchell, a screen on Antetokounmpo. Butler against Antetokounmpo from about 16.
Giannis puts his touch on every aspect of the game. Big reach on display that time.
Luka with the finish.
And just good hustle. Always nice to get an easy bucket on the break.
And making sure they convert by finishing strong.
Outside Johnson. Back to Butler. Wilkins, pass to Jokic. Jokic muscles it down.
And dunking it with authority inside. This is why Jokic guys look to feed him down there.
Now Doncic pulls it from the top of the key. Drained it for 2 points. Doncic has gotten 4 this quarter. Mavericks trail by 7. Outside Butler. We've got 22 seconds left in the first half. Pass to Jokic. Giannis with the rebound. Now here's Jordan, covered by Jokic. Jordan with a screen on Jokic. And he lobs it up to the rim.
Woo! I just love that alley-oop slam, B.A.
Defense disorganized, defense pays. And we've reached halftime in this one. The Warriors on top, up by 9. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
They're within striking distance. They've done a few good things out there, but rebounding is not one of them, Shaq.
Probably the difference in the game. Looking at the series breakdown for the Mavericks. And that is going to do it for us. Let's get back to...
Glad to have you with us as we return to the action here in the Western Conference Finals. The Warriors lead by 9. we've got Donovan Mitchell. Jimmy Butler out there with Nikola Jokic. And it's Arenas in at the 1. That's the lineup out there for the Mavericks. Dallas has gone 3 of 6 from deep so far. Here's Jokic. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2.
That's a big man down there. I mean, when Jokic gets ideal positioning inside, he uses his size to draw contact.
So he gets them both.
It's always nice to see a big fella be able to knock down some free throws and make teams pay from the line.
Pass to Jordan. It's rebounded by Dallas.
And he's usually able to score on that type of defense rather easily. Surprising to see him come away empty.
Robinson with it. Guarded by Antetokounmpo. Robinson can't hit. Jordan, pass to Pippen. Here's Chamberlain, covered by Jokic. Here's Chamberlain. Throws it down, and the official calls a foul. It may be a three-point play. It's on Nikola Jokic, and he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight. Doncic against Butler. Pass to Jokic. Here's Arenas. To the middle. 6 on the shot clock. Oh, he's a load inside. Jokic finishing strong.
Soft interior D, and they've exploited it.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout here. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. And looking at these playoffs so far, here are some of the players who have been distributing the ball the best. Fourth, Nikola Jokic.
I really admire how he seeks out his teammates. His selfless attitude and desire to get his guys going is what makes him such a valuable player.
Pippen, pass to Doncic. Third quarter of basketball. We're about a minute and a half in. And he gets the friendly roll as that one goes. Doncic has got his third bucket of the night.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
Butler passes to Arenas. Three-pointer off the mark. The Warriors lead by 9. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. Misses the layup. For Dallas, they've gone just 1 of 3 in the second half. And it's Mitchell, the miss.
Good job by the D to stay with him and make that a tough 3.
And that one's long. Dallas has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Jokic passes to Arenas. Back to Jokic. Pass to Arenas. And there's a 3-second violation.
That's a costly error. Let's see how they bounce back.
Well, they don't have time to dwell on that. They just need to learn from their mistakes and move forward. Next play.
Antetokounmpo outside. Back to Doncic. Here's Chamberlain, covered by Jokic. Jordan against Mitchell. And the shot's good. Jordan's got 12 points in the game.
And there's some nice chemistry on offense. They're just taking what the defense allows.
Here's Arenas, guarded by Doncic. Outside Butler to the paint. The Warriors pull it in. Chamberlain's got 4 rebounds in the game. Pass to Doncic. Deflects the pass. And so it looks like the Warriors will retain possession here.
He clipped the ball there, but not enough to nab the steal.
That's fine. You love the effort, not making things easy for the opposition on offense.
Anthony's checked in for Antetokounmpo. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Anthony. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. It's on Nikola Jokic. These are his first free throws of the game. The first free throw is good. So hits 1 and misses 1 at the line.
Their lead could be even bigger right now, but their efficiency from the line has dropped off a little.
Pass to Arenas. Jokic with a screen on Anthony. Arenas. And the three-pointer goes. 7 points in the game.
You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a three each time.
They set the pick. And here's Anthony. There's the drive. Yes, it's good. And the Warriors lead by 11.
They've been a little soft with their defense on the interior.
Dallas is gone, only 1 of 3 from deep here in the third.
And so Jason Kidd calls for the timeout. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Mitchell up top, covered by Jordan. Pass to Wilkins. Stripped it away. And here's Doncic outside.
Oh, Luka with a deep one.
Look, they are in front right now because of him. He keeps draining these shots at a ridiculous clip.
Here's Wilkins. Up top, Robinson. Outside, Mitchell. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Wilkins. Over Jordan. Ooh, lands soft on the front of the rim and drops in. Wilkins has got 6.
They're really looking to that inside game here in the second half, getting away from taking a bunch of threes.
Now here's Doncic. He's covered closely.
Luka! Get off me!
And their offense tonight is Luka, Luka, and more Luka. When he's on, it's an opponent's worst nightmare.
Wilkins, pass to Arenas. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. And this will be his second trip to the free throw line. That one's off. So both teams making some changes here. Good on the second one. And here are the Warriors now. Pippen, pass to Gobert. Wiggins outside. Right wing. Here's West, covered by Johnson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Pass to Arenas. Here's Olajuwon. And that's not going to go. Misses at the buzzer. And so it's the Golden State Warriors in command. Steve Kerr with some words for his players.
All right, great pace, great energy. Keep throwing.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. On the court for Golden State to start the fourth. Giannis Antetokounmpo is out there with Rudy Gobert. And it's Jordan in at the shooting guard position.
The ball control Butler possesses is valuable. I mean, his decision-making and pick and rolls is quite impressive.
Here's West, covered by Johnson. Mitchell against Jordan. It's rebounded by Olajuwon.
That was a good look for him from mid-range, but just couldn't make the defense pay.
It's Johnson with a drive. Here's Olajuwon, defended by Gobert. Olajuwon can't get it to go. The Warriors lead by 11. Throws it up high. The feed. The jam. Giannis.
Throw it up to the rim and let Giannis hammer it home. Never a bad idea.
Outside Johnson. Here's Olajuwon, defended by Gobert. fades. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Here's West. Jordan with a screen on Johnson. Pass to Pierce. Here's West. Covered by Johnson. Antetokounmpo outside. Just 5 on the clock. Shot from 16. Again, the Warriors score.
Yeah, the mid-range is not a go-to for Giannis, but he's always looking to expand his game.
To the left wing. Here's Olajuwon, defended by Gobert. Here's Olajuwon. And it's Gobert with a rebound. To the inside. Oh, Giannis dunks it home.
And good luck stopping that. Giannis just makes it look so easy.
Butler on the wing. Here's Olajuwon. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Antetokounmpo has got his 6th rebound on the night. And he drives in. Ooh, he's been flawless tonight. Now he's 6 for 6.
No one eats up more ground on the drive than Giannis. Gets to where he wants to be in 1 or 2 steps.
Butler, a screen on Jordan. Here's Mitchell. Kept alive. They set a pick. Tries again. Johnson with a bucket.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout, rallying his guys to make sure they all know the plan.
Both teams making substitutions here. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what Steve Kerr had to say to the team. And despite the lead, they are still coaching this team hard. In the huddle, they told their guys to stay alert. Do not give them anything easy. They want to protect this late lead, B.A.
And Allie, thank you for that. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've played about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Now here's Doncic. Not a lot of room. Lets it go from deep. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Here's Arenas. Off target with the 3. And so it's Antetokounmpo with it. He brings it up for Golden State. So far in the fourth, they've allowed just 6 points. And slam dunk by Jordan.
He's been a piece of the puzzle tonight, but it's a team effort. Everyone's contributing to this lead.
Jokic with it. Chamberlain pulls it in. Chamberlain's got 5 rebounds tonight. Now here's Antetokounmpo. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Second personal foul.
And I mean, how do you guard Giannis? when he's looking to score, sometimes you just have to foul him.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
Oh, they've been punishing the inside defense consistently in this one. Look, it's been a very productive area of the floor for them.
Well, something else that stands out is how they've shared the ball. I mean, they're getting a lot of their points from sharp passing.
And that one falls for Antetokounmpo.
The resume Giannis has built already is impressive, and he's nowhere close to being done adding to it.
That one's no good.
And Giannis will just about do anything the coaching staff asks. A true team player.
Pass to Robinson. Jokic with a screen on Antetokounmpo. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. They pinned that one on Giannis Antetokounmpo.
At the line for 2, David Robinson.
And he drops it first. And the Warriors going with a whole new group out there. And both free throws good for Robinson. 1:29 left in the game. The Warriors lead by 16.
And game 2 of the conference finals is always so important. What a great win this is for the Warriors.
Offensively, they made the most of their trips.
They found multiple ways to score consistently, and a little luck doesn't hurt them either. They also got some nice bounces off the rim tonight, too.
Another statement win here in these conference finals. They look like they're in complete control and want to finish this series as quickly as possible.
But at the same time, it's important that they don't get too ahead of themselves. We've seen teams come back from 2-0 deficits before, so it's important they maintain this momentum moving ahead.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
I think his biggest contribution may have been on the boards. He kept plays alive and denied second chances.
Just 2 to shoot. Shot from the inbound. Beasley misses. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Wilkins pass to Johnson. Here's Malone, covered by Jordan. Here's Malone. Soft touch off the glass. So Golden State takes this one, and by a big margin. And all right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. That concludes this broadcast.